Good evening and welcome to another IADC update. This evening we are coming to you from inside the passenger terminal building here at the Argyle International Airport. And we have some new developments inside the building. We will be bringing those to you. Pretty excited this evening because one of my projects, something that I'm working on with the other members of the communications unit, is the setting up of the interpretation center here at the passenger terminal. And if you look behind me, the structure is pretty much up, and that is a work in progress. On the inside, we can go in and just walk you through it, tell you what you will see inside there when you come here to the Argyle International Airport. So ensure that whenever you are passing through Argyle International Airport, that before you leave the island, you take a look inside the interpretation center. There are other things developing here, and I am going to have our chief project engineer, Romel Olivier, go through with me to help you understand what is happening here, what all of these structures are, and I'm sure you're going to be pretty excited about it. So stay with us. We're going to go inside the interpretation center and tell you what you can expect. Now, when you come to the Argyle International Airport and you visit the interpretation center, this is your entrance. You'll be coming through this door. And as you come in through the door and you turn to your left, you will see an archaeological display which will show pieces of artifacts that were found here at the site of the Argyle International Airport during construction. As you go along the corridor this way, you will see various walls with posters giving you the history of the development of the Argyle International Airport. And as you come around the wall and come into this small area, you'll meet a photo gallery through which we are going to be showing some of the very important moments and some of the very important developments that took place here during the construction of the Argyle International Airport. As you make your way around, you'll see more posters. As you come to this particular point, there will be a small entrance leading you into a room which will be built up here, and that would be the audiovisual room where we will have videos showing documentaries of the development of the Argyle International Airport. So we'll have several monitors in here. You'll be listening through your headsets, and you can watch part 1 today. And the next time you come to the airport, you can probably look at part 2, because we'll have them running simultaneously, so that at any given time you could continue watching and getting brought up to speed with the story, the history of the construction of the Argyle International Airport. As you come back out, you'll meet a small desk which would have newspaper clippings if you so desire to flip through to see what the columnists or the newspaper reporters or letter writers, persons throughout the years, what they had to say about the Argyle International Airport. And once you're done here, then you will take your exit, which will lead you through this door. So it is a nice flow of traffic. You come in one way, you go that way, you come all the way around, and you eventually end up at this door as you exit. Thank you for staying with us. At this time, we have with us our Chief Project Engineer, Mr. Romel Olivier, and he is the man with all the knowledge about what is happening here inside the passenger terminal building at the AIA, and he is going to give us some description as to what we're looking at in here. Romel, thank you for joining us today on the IADC update.
All right, thank you, Jen.
Okay, now tell us, when you come into the international airport, or the passenger terminal, and you enter the ground floor, what can persons expect to meet in here?
All right, so we are currently in the non-secured area, departure area of the passenger terminal building, or the check-in area. That's basically just inside from the curb drop-off point where passengers will be dropped off, and then they enter into this space. It's a non-secured space. Anyone has access to the space. This is where you will be doing your check-in. You check your bags at the airline booths, and you basically wait before you go to clear security when you're about to leave. The construction that we have going on here right now for the past week or so has been the construction of some shops and the interpretation center. In this space, from shops concessions point of view, we have 3 shops, 2 retail shops which are just behind me. These are these glass structures here, one to my right, one to my left, and these are available for local concessionaires to come and operate a business from these retail points. This space where we are at right here now can be used as a small food and beverage cafe type shop, and it's an open space. IADC will be providing the seating and so for this space. It will be part of our public seating layout, and that is what will be in this area, small food and beverage cafe. This food and beverage cafe is just across from our interpretation center. The interpretation center is a very interesting space. I'm sure Jennifer would have spoken about that before.
So that is what we're going to meet here on the ground floor, and this is what we call the pre-security area.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, we're going to move from here and go into the post-security area. Would we find more shops in that area? What do we expect to find there?
Of course, when you pass security in the post-security area or in the secured spaces, then we have upstairs in the main departure lounge some duty-free shops. I know a lot of persons are interested in buying duty-free products when they travel, and so we have a wonderful duty-free shop set up there. As well, we have another retail space, as well as 3 kitchens. These 3 kitchens are fully equipped with ventilation exhaust systems, and these kitchens what will service the food court. There's a common food court area where anyone can come, sit down, have something to eat while they wait to board their flights.
Okay, Romel, these areas are also being built up as we speak?
That's correct.
Okay, well, we're going to go upstairs, take a look at them, and you'll tell us some more about them. All right, we are upstairs in the main departure lounge, and this is part of what they refer to as the post-security area. Romel, even I am surprised coming up here because I was up here like 2 weeks ago and we didn't see all of this. So when I walked up, I was like, oh, really? That's where they are? Tell us what we're looking at up here.
Okay, so the construction that we have going on here now in the departure lounge is to do the concessions. We are taking a step of building out these shops that the concessionaires will run in the departure lounge or the post-security area. The space just behind me, this is supposed to be a retail shop. Again, opportunities available for persons to come and operate a retail shop in the departure lounge of the Argyle International Airport. Just in front of me, that space with that nice frameless glass wall, that will be a duty-free store. It's a reasonably large size store, again available for persons to operate a duty-free shop within the airport. To my right, you can see where we say food court. We have a common food court space. That's basically where we are here, and we have 3 kitchens that will be supporting this food court. Again, these 3 kitchens are available for local persons to come and operate kitchens within this space to serve this food court area. Those stainless steel tubes you see there, these will be supporting the kitchen. This is part of the exhaust system that will basically take the hot air, your gases, and so from the kitchen and move them outside. And last but certainly not least, just behind us right here, there is nothing there as yet, but that space will be putting in a wet bar. You can come while you're waiting, get your drinks, refreshments at the bar while you wait to board your aircraft.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about the bar because I know that there was talk about a bar being somewhere in here, so that's where it's going to be. We have some more space right behind here. We're going to have any shops or anything back there, or this is it?
Yeah, we have space that in the future we can expand the concession concessionaire program here within the departure lounge. But for now, what we're going to be doing with this space, we're going to subdivide into storage spaces. So the shops and the kitchens and the parcels who have businesses up here, they can have that space to store their items within a secured area to support their business.
And we also have another space available on the outside patio. Tell us about that one.
That space is one of my personal favorites. It's an outside roof patio, roof deck area, and it's a non-secured space. So what that means is you don't have to be traveling to have access to that space. Anyone can come from the street, can come down to Argyle, have access to that roof patio, and there we'll be serving food, drinks. It's a very lovely space, wonderful views onto the apron, and you may even be able to see persons walking on the jet bridges going to and from the aircraft.
Okay. And we have a third floor. I would like us to take a walk up there to see what's happening up there, and you could also explain to us what's going on in that general area.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. We're going to go upstairs, so stay with us. Don't you move. We're taking you upstairs. Thank you for staying with us. We are now on the third floor of the passenger terminal building here at the Argyle International Airport, and Romel is going to explain to us what is happening up here.
Okay, so we are what we call the mezzanine floor of the passenger terminal building. It's a 10,000 square feet piece of prime real estate. As you can see, why we have wonderful views to the east, the big curtain wall. We're up high, you're looking over the apron and over the runway, with the Atlantic Ocean in the background.
Yeah, the view is really, really, really spectacular from up here.
Yes, it is. So we are subdividing this space into 4 lounges, 4 VIP/corporate lounges. 2 of those would be for heads of states, diplomats, and the other 2 is available for anyone, or could be an airline, or a hotel, or anyone that would like to offer a VIP service to their clients. The spaces here that can be leased out, where you could run and operate a VIP lounge here at Argyle.
Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, that is not all. We still have other facilities, other shops in other areas here in Arrivals. We're going to go there and take a look at what's happening there, and he will give you some more information. And we're also going to speak to one of the contractors here who's working on building out the different shops as well as the interpretation center, see how they're getting along with their work. So stay tuned, we're not done yet. Thank you for staying with us. Before we get to Arrivals, we have made another stop back here at the checking-in area where we showed you before the shops. Some of the shops are being built out. Standing with me is a gentleman who is working on the building out of these shops. He's an expert in the field. He's going to tell us who he is and which company he's representing. Good evening.
Good evening. Peter, work for Interface Worldwide. We're fitting out the shop fronts and obviously the interpretation centre we've done. We've put roller shutters upstairs. We've got another shop over the other side. So we've had a fair bit of stuff to do, put some ceilings in and things like that. So we kept busy. We've been kept busy.
Yeah, you came in all the way from England.
We have, yes. We had one trip just before Christmas, just to have a sort of site survey, get a few things up. But this time we're here to put it all up and get dirty. Get very dirty.
And this is a supervisor who's not just supervising, he's getting dirty, actually doing the work.
2 jobs.
Yes, 2 in 1. Okay, now the material that you're using in building out the shops, these came from England as well?
It's come from England, yes. And we've got aluminium frames obviously for the glass, and we've just used the same material for the bulkheads and things like that as that you've used before. So it's all pretty similar, apart from the aluminium frames and the glass, really.
Are you getting local assistance in setting these up?
We've had 4 lads working with us for the duration, and they've been great. Helpful, yeah, really good. So we've got no problem there at all.
Okay. So you don't have any major challenge?
Not really. I mean, I think it's just a case of getting the work done in the time span that we're allowed. So it's a case of just, because obviously we fly home on Thursday,
Okay, this Thursday?
This Thursday.
So you have to have everything built out by this Thursday?
Which is fine, yeah. So, I mean, we've been working every day, so it's not
All
a problem.
right. And you've been here, what, like 2 weeks?
We came out on the 1st, so we started on the 1st of March, so is it 7 days?
Yeah. So all of this in 2 weeks, you will have to have it up. Wow. Okay, that's really good. And the stuff is looking great. I'm impressed with the built-out shops that I've seen upstairs already. And I believe you have another one to do in Arrivals.
It's already up.
It's already up.
Already up.
Okay, we're going to go over there and see that one as well.
Look.
Yeah, but have you been enjoying St. Vincent?
Love it. Absolutely love this place.
Well, I hope
People are fantastic. It's paradise. So,
great.
Yeah, so
when the airport is out, then you're coming back for vacation.
with the kids.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much,
No
Pete.
problem.
And his name is Pete Savage. As Romel said, he has a star name. Are you into movies by any chance?
No, but I'm a movie star.
All right. It's the name. It's all in the name, Peter Savage. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy speaking to you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your stay here. Okay, we are now in the Arrivals area, and if you look behind me, I'm sure you can see the structure that has already been built up. But Romel is still with us, and he's going to tell us a bit about that, plus the other facilities that we can expect on the inside, and also he will give us some more information about who really will be operating inside of these facilities.
So we are currently in our non-secured arrival space, or what we call a meet and greet space. The door to my right, when you clear immigrations, customs and arriving, you exit, and this is the space where you will meet with friends and family, where they'll be waiting for you. In this space, the concessions that we have in this space, just behind me to my left, we have a shop that's already built out. This is supposed to be a small retail shop that would service this area. Just in front of me, we have 4 booths. These were built out a while now, and these really are for rent-a-car operators. They can have access to these booths, so they can interface with customers that pass through the space. We also plan, just behind me to my right, to put in some banking services with a room for ATM machines. That room would also be accessible from the outside, so anyone can come down. They don't necessarily have to come into the building, but they can have access to the ATM machines from the outside. And finally, just outside us, in that little courtyard we have there, we will be constructing an island bar within that space. That island bar would serve drinks, pursuits on arrival, international arrival, and it also serves the domestic terminal. You know, the domestic terminal is just south of us here, onto the building, and pursuits traveling to the Grenadine Islands, they will have access to that bar as well. It's in a non-secured space. Again, anyone, while they're waiting for their family, friends to arrive, or if you're waiting before you leave, you can have access to that bar.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate all the explanations, and I hope that those of you who've been looking forward to an update from inside the terminal building are pleased with what we had to offer you today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Good evening.